know, Jess, usually we like to get out there. I know a lot of people do for that big walk on Christmas Day to burn off all the extra goodies and leftover cookies you left for Santa. But I don't think that's in the cards this year.
Yeah, it doesn't look good this year. It's going to be very rainy, windy too, unfortunately. It is going to be warm, but I don't know. I won't be out there anyways, that's for sure. Temperatures tonight are in the mid to upper 40s. They're actually going to stay mild overnight tonight, and then by tomorrow, our temperatures could actually be in the low to mid 50s. We could be right around some record high temperatures for tomorrow because it's just going to be so warm. It's going to contribute to the snow melting, but with all the rain coming too, we could have some flooding situations. So we'll look at that in just a second. Right now, just a couple showers in far northwestern Maine, but we will continue to see those showers increase going through the next couple of hours. And then by early tomorrow morning, that rain's really going to pick up pretty heavily in southern and western Maine, and it will continue to push into northern and eastern Maine by the end of the day, and it could be heavy at times as well. The wind gusts still 15 to 25 miles an hour. This should update in about 10 minutes or so. These will continue to increase too as we go through the rest of the night tonight, so that by around midnight, 35 to 40, maybe 45 miles an hour or so. But through the early morning hours and about the mid-morning hours of tomorrow are when we'll see those highest wind gusts, 55, maybe up to 60 or even 65 miles an hour along the coast. And we'll look at that in a second as well. All right, so by 9 o'clock tonight, showers continuing to increase. You can see as we go through the early morning hours tomorrow, this is now 6 a.m., maybe getting up to enjoy Christmas morning or something like that. Some pretty heavy rain possible in parts of western Maine mountains and higher elevations, starting to see the heavy rain, and then continuing to go through the morning hours into tomorrow afternoon. This is now noontime. This heavy band of rain is going to move through the state, and it continues right into tomorrow afternoon and evening. Bangor will start to see some pretty heavy rain in the late afternoon or early evening hours. It will, however, start to wrap up in southern and western Maine as we get to tomorrow night. But notice points in eastern Maine, northern Maine, that rain still continuing right into early Saturday morning. Eventually on Saturday, things will clear out. And the second half of the weekend looks good too, much brighter, but also much cooler conditions for the day on Sunday. All right, as far as the winds go, this is not what I'm that excited about. Tonight and into tomorrow, watch what happens with the wind gusts, gusting to 35, 40, even close to 45 miles an hour as we go to about midnight tonight. Remember, we generally subtract somewhere between 5 and 10 miles an hour from this. This is just one model that we use for forecasting, but it does a pretty good job with the winds. It just tends to go a little bit high. You can see by tomorrow morning, some spots along the coast, 45 to 55 miles an hour. Even away from the coast, we could gust as high as 45 to 50. That wind just continues. Now this is about the middle of the morning. Look at Bangor. It could still be very gusty into early tomorrow afternoon before things start to wrap up. Unfortunately, the wind gusts will be high and power outages definitely a possibility here. Charge whatever you can charge tonight, because tomorrow we might wake up with no power. Again, not a great situation, but with those wind gusts, once we get to about 55 miles an hour, that's when things, tend to become a problem. Those winds too coming from the southeast. Not our favorite wind direction for power outages. Winds tomorrow will be from the south at 25 to 35 knots, gusting up to 55 knots. Those seas too, 11 to 15 feet tomorrow morning, 14 to 18 feet by tomorrow afternoon. So unfortunately for Christmas Day, rainy and windy for the entire day, very windy. In fact, rainfall totals tomorrow could be somewhere between 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches of rain. So some big totals, plus of course that snow will be melting. We will clear out as we go through the day on Saturday, kind of from southwest to northeast. Sunday looks good, lots of sun. Temperatures definitely cooler though, guys, as we go into the weekend. Temperatures warm up a little bit more for Monday of next week.
So maybe wait a few days before you put all the Christmas wrapping in the trash on the curb.
Yeah.
So that might blow everywhere.
Yeah, don't do that tomorrow.
The neighborhood would look festive, but that would be a mess.
Yeah.
All right, Jess, thanks for the update.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be right back.